Have you ever wanted a trail running shoe which can take you through technical terrain with an ease? Well, you might want to try the new Sportiva Akasha II. This is such a mountain beast of a shoe. They are a weapon for a mountain runner against technical terrain. Aloha guys and welcome to my channel. If you've never been here before, my name is Nando from Hungaro Explorer. I'm an avid hiker, trail runner and the pursuit of Hawaii 100 highest peaks. Today I'm gonna review this beauty of a shoe, a mountain beast of a shoe, how I just call it, the Sportiva Akasha II. I had a lot of friends who owned the first series of Sportiva Akashas and they really loved it and they just couldn't wait for Sportiva actually to come out with the second version, and this is it, the Akasha II. I got this shoe because I was a little bit disappointed in my last purchase from Sportiva, the Sportiva Caracal, which I really wanted to be one of my longer distance shoes, but didn't work out. I needed something for longer distance, and when I saw that the Akasha II is coming out, I said, okay, this is your time. So I used this shoe for a couple of weeks now. I went out for different kind of runs, short, long runs, technical, muddy terrain, and I tested it pretty truly. So I want to share with you guys my thoughts about this shoe. But before, let's jump into the specs. The Sportiva Akasha II features highly breathable 3D air mesh upper using the well-known TPU toe cap like the Bushido 2s. The dual injection Memlex EVA midsole reduces shocks as you run over rocky, rough terrain. The Friction XT 2.0 outsole and trail rocker not only provide traction but also promote a smooth and rolling heel-to-heel motion. It features 4.5mm lugs which provides plenty of grip on different kind of surfaces. The STB stabilization technology on both sides of the midsole increases stability for precise control on any terrain. The weight of the shoe is 10.9 ounces or 310 grams. This is a moderately strapped trail running shoe which has a 31mm heel height, 25mm forefoot height, which ends up as a 6mm drop. Alright, so after all the specs, let's talk about things I like about this shoe and things I don't like that much. Well, let's start with things I really like. First of all, the build quality. The build quality of this shoe is just superb. It's built like a tank, it's a beefy mountain running shoe. It has the typical Sportiva style. They have the same TPU toe box, just as the Bushido 2s, which is already protecting your toes and ready to attack those technical mountains, which is awesome. Then you have a nice reinforcement around your heel, which is thicker, but it's comfortable and it makes your heel locks down very well. Actually, that was one of the first things I realized when I stepped into this shoe and I started running, how good is the heel lock. Even the gusseted tongue is thicker to help you, protect you against laces. Sometimes you just tie up your laces too tight and it's gonna hurt your feet, but you don't have to too much worry about it. With this gusseted tongue, they used air mesh for the build, which helps sweat disappear faster from the shoe. Talking about protection, this Akasha II features a dual injection Memlex EVA 3mm midsole, which helps you absorb all the shocks while running in rocky, technical, rough terrains. And of course, I had to test this out, so I went out and I tried to do some of those rocky terrains here in Hawaii, and to tell you the truth, it works great. You just feel very comfortable. You just feel like you can just attack those downhills, you can go strong on those uphills, you feel very protected when you have these shoes on. Now that we know that the build quality is superb, let's talk about traction. Traction is one of the most important things in a trail running shoe. It's really important that in any kind of condition, wet, dry, technical terrain, you want your shoes to have a great traction in any kind of surfaces, right? So this one, the Sportiva Akasha II, features the Friction XT 2.0 soles with impact brake system. All my other Sportiva shoes, they have the Friction XT 2.0 rubber and I really love them. They are just sticking to the rocks and then on lava rocks they are performing very well. The Akasha 2s, they have 4.5mm deep lugs, which is surprising actually. I'm very happy because first thing I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna take it out to the jungle and take her on. The truth is, I was very surprised how well they performed. I was able to run in wet terrain and mud, and I felt comfortable. Kudos to La Sportiva to put up those grips on this shoe. By the way, if you think this video has any value to you, if you could press that like button, that would be really amazing and that would help out my channel. Probably because of all this protection, you know, bigger lugs and everything, the shoe actually gets a little heavy. Not really a dislike from me, but this is one place maybe La Sportiva could work on to drop a little bit the weight. I weigh my number 9 La Sportivas. It showed me 330 grams, which is pretty heavy. Now let's talk about the comfort. This shoe, as all La Sportiva shoes, are not for everyone. I have a narrower feet, so all these shoes work for me perfectly. Comfort wise, you don't want to compare this shoe, for example, to a Hoka or Ultra shoes, because those are very different shoes than this. These shoes are comfortable but firm. Just in like Solomon or any other shoes, I use number 9, and the same with the La Sportivas. I use number 9 and it works out great. So for me the fit works perfectly, and I feel like they have a little bit wider toe box than, for example, the Bushidos, which are very narrow. These, I think, accommodate a little bit wider feet, so some of the people who before didn't like La Sportiva shoes because they say it's too narrow, you might want to try this because this might fit your feet much better. I feel super stable in the Akasha 2s. First couple of times I went out and I tested out in a steep downhill just to see if I can trust the shoe, how do I feel, and man, I was just going. It's really amazing like how some of these shoes can just make you go, make you feel comfortable, you feel safe, and you can just bomb the downhills, you know, break some personal records. It's a really stable and supportive shoe. I really like that about it. The price is $165. The trail runner shoes, I like it around the $130 range, but just thinking of how much this shoe offer and the lifespan of this shoe, I think it's really worth the $165. I really have high hopes for, you know, durability, because this looks like a very durable shoe and I think it's worth the money. Let's talk about who is this shoe for. So the La Sportiva Akasha 2s are for trail runners, mountain runners who love technical terrain, who are out there and they want to push their limits, they want to feel safe, protected. They're gonna love this shoe. This shoe works great for hiking. I would say if you are going out, for example, to tackle some 14ers in Colorado, where you're gonna go some more technical terrain, you know, scrambling, this shoe, just use it as an approach shoe. It's gonna perform well, even for backpacking trips. I think it's a great shoe, so it's not just for trail runners. So I hope I could help you guys decide about buying or trying or not buying this new La Sportiva Akasha 2s, and see you guys next time. Aloha.